forever. You know, you will not have yourself a yam, you will not have chicken, you will not have popcorn chicken, you will not have Mirinda all in one pack for 40% less, all forever. You won't have that for it. So hurry and go get yours. Visit any KFC branch across this country. Yes, Nigeria, anywhere you know that within the map there's a KFC shop. Go there and get yours now. Thank me when you do. You should. You know, if you have manners. I'm sure you do.
Thank you already. I'm thanking you in advance. I mean, I'm going to go get one for my kids, but let me thank you in advance. Yeah, I love the sound of discount. I don't joke with discount.
I know you're definitely
I don't know why people play with discount. I mean, why would you play with discount? Like,
then there's no money on ground. Why would you play with discount?
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that? You know, it's
Dave,
not
thanks.
practical.
Thank you.
The big weekend.
And we're back at it. Lagos, Nigeria. 3:32 is the time. It's a big weekend here on Nigeria Info 99.3. Checkpoint is coming up at 4 p.m. where you get to tell me what's happening on the roads of Lagos, on the streets of Lagos. I'd like to hear what's going on in your neighborhood, right? Okay. Now let's move on to our next story, which is, in fact, the next two stories are kind of similar. First is that Ip Man believes Dangote is not as nice as you people think. Okay, so that's not how they put it. It's funny how it came out of it. Okay, well, Ip Man is saying that Dangote Refinery, they are not doing anything, you know, big deal like that in terms of the price of their petrol. They're saying that we should be buying petrol, you know, far below 800 naira. It's currently around 825, at least in Lagos, right? But according to Ip Man, we should be buying it far less than that, maybe around 770 or 750. They're saying that, look, Dangote already buys crude in naira. At least majority of their crude they buy, you know, from our stock here in Nigeria in naira. They also get about 1/3 of their crude from America. Yes, but they're saying if you're buying crude in naira, it cuts out all the extra charges, extra fees, transfer fees, dollar rate, and all of those things. All the wahala, it cuts it down for you. Plus, of course, importation stuff, it cuts all of that out. And the price of crude in the international market as well is also there. So, by their own understanding, they're saying that they agree that even though the price of petrol in Nigeria is cheaper than other countries in the sub-region in West Africa, but they believe that even the countries that we're referring to, the countries that Dangote referred to, because he was speaking with to ECOWAS, I think. Is it ECOWAS? Yeah, he was speaking to ECOWAS, yeah, the other time. That even the countries that I refer to, they don't have refineries. They don't have crude. So there's no basis of comparison between Nigeria and these other countries. That may not work, right? Aha. So they're saying that, look, whatever it is that he thinks that he's selling now should be far cheaper, you know, than yes, we're cheaper. We buy petrol cheaper than what they buy in Nigeria, what they buy in Mali, what they buy in Cameroon, what they buy in Ghana, and the Sierra Leone and the rest of them. But it should still be cheaper than what we're currently, you know, paying for petrol. I wouldn't know what you think about that. I mean, how much is NNPC selling their own? Let's start from there. How much are the members of Ip Man selling their own? Let's start from there as well. Anyways, I think it's a solid base for correct argument, you know, by independent marketers. And Dangote is also an independent marketer, by the way. And NNPC can also come with their numbers and say, look, who's got the best interest of Nigerians at heart, right? Because from what I can see, from what you can see, it will take Dangote to first drop his price before NNPC will follow suit. Unless I am wrong. If I am wrong, please correct me on that. If I'm wrong, please, I will gladly accept that I'm wrong. You know, Dangote will first drop his price before NNPC will follow suit. That's if they're going to follow suit at all. But that's on the one hand. The next story is also about petrol, but this time is about the subsidy. And the Orientation Agency of the Federal Republic, they've come out, the NOA, they've come out to say that they've come out to educate us as to what has been the impact of the removal of fuel subsidy. They have said that the removal of subsidy by Bola Tinubu, the President of the Republic, has ended a historic financial drain that cost Nigeria over $84 billion. The National Regulation Agency, NOA, they have said that the stoppage in the payment of subsidy has helped finance 40 critical road projects across the country in just 2 years. 40 critical road projects in just 2 years. They released an explainer, a policy explainer. They titled it 2 years later, Key Benefits of Subsidy Removal. And they have plenty information in that particular explainer. And some of these points that they made, let me highlight some of them. They said between 2005 and 2022, governments of this country spent 84.39 billion in dollars on fuel subsidies. These subsidies consumed over 70% of potential federal revenue. These subsidies pushed the country to the brink of bankruptcy. But they are saying that with the removal of subsidy, Nigeria is now saving billions and investing billions in real infrastructure. The NOA also said in 2023, the 36 states of the Federation and the 774 local government areas got a total of 6.16 trillion naira as FAC in 2023. But they said this implied 28.6% increase from 4.792 trillion they received in 2022. However, in 2024, the revenues, the FAC money that was shared, rose astronomically to 15.26 trillion naira as a result of subsidy withdrawal. This gave states and local governments 9.58 trillion naira as FAC allocation in 2024. 9.58 trillion naira as FAC allocation last year. This was an increase of about 3.42 trillion naira than what they got in 2023, all because we removed subsidy. Now, they also referred to some document they got from the Debt Management Office. They said that in the last 18 months, Lagos, pay attention to this information because you would need it if anybody is asking you of the benefits of removal of fuel subsidy. You would need it. That is if you're interested. Okay. They are saying that the record they got from Debt Management Office shows that in the last 18 months, the total domestic debt profile of all the states and the FCT dropped. In the last 18 months, the Agbese dropped from 5.82 trillion in June 2023 to 3.97 trillion in December 2024. This simply means that, the money that the states usually get has increased. It means that the states have been able to pay back some of their agbese. That's just what it means, because the removal of fuel subsidy has made money available for states to do so many things, including paying the agbese that they owe. Correct. NOA also said that the subsidy savings have helped the Bola Tinubu government clear about $7 billion forex backlog that we owe airlines and businesses. Remember that it wasn't funny in 2023, 2024. Some airlines pulled out of Nigeria because they couldn't get their money. Yeah, they couldn't get their money. But the removal of fuel subsidy freed up monies in hard currency, in dollars, and the president, the Bola Tinubu administration was able to pay back this backlog that we were owing airline operators and businesses. In fact, we were even ranked very poorly in terms of outstanding forex obligations, countries that owe plenty gbese in forex. It's a long story. I just thought it's a long story. It's a big story. It's something that I expect NOA to do more frequently, to give this information to the Nigerian people as to what the policies of the government have been able to do and how it's impacted economy, how it's impacted lifestyle, how it's impacted businesses, livelihoods. I mean, so many people have different and I'm looking forward to it. What you can make of this information, I want to hear from you. And let me add this to it. The NOA said that for the first time in decades, capital expenditure in the 2025 budget surpassed recurrent expenditure. And the budget is there. You can go check it out yourself. For the first time in decades, we are putting more money into capital expenditure, infrastructure development, and all of that, than paying salaries and paying BC and paying all of those things. The NOA said the government had also created what they call Renewed Hope Infrastructure Development Fund, and they have this seed capital of 20 trillion naira to drive huge projects such as the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, the East-West Road, the Mambila hydropower projects. You've heard about the Ajakuta, the Enugu-Abakaliki Ogoja Highway. There is this super highway that is going to run from Badagry to Sokoto and vice versa. And there's this Eastern Rail Corridor as well, the train that would traverse, the Eastern, Lofa. Those kind of projects. They're saying that there's a fund that's been earmarked for them already. I mean, the story is too long, yeah? But here is my question. I mean, if you don't, please read up on this so that at least you can get informed. You can know some of the things that these monies are being used for, especially the fuel subsidy removal and the benefit and impact. But I want to know the impact that you're feeling as a result of this subsidy removal. We know economic hardship is there. Yes, we know that for a fact. High inflation is there. We know that for a fact as well. As a business person, what has been the impact of this fuel subsidy removal on your business? As a parent, as a guardian, even as a student, I'd like to know as well. Yeah, the government, let me add this part of it. They acknowledge that yes, these policies would come with this sort of impact. They acknowledge it, but they're saying that, look, we're going to all bear this pain, we're going to feel this pain, and then it gets better. That's right. I'm hungry. I'm gonna take one or two calls right now. Then we'll head for our last story. Our last story is about Nyesom Wike about to shut down 34 embassies tomorrow, and we want to know the implication of this, especially when it comes to Vienna Convention. Okay. That's our last story on the big weekend today. It's plenty stories that we got for you. 3:45 Lagos. The numbers are out there. Let's talk to you. Please turn off your radio. You've got 60 seconds to share your thought with me. Please, you've got 60 seconds. Okay. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon, Engineer Christian Agazelo, calling from Ezibo.
You're welcome.
Hello,
go on. We're listening to you.
I can only believe General Yakubu Danjuma on what he said, that what he did against the Igbos is for national interest. If he will tell us that what the Fulani jihadists doing in Plateau State is for national interest too, that is when I can believe him. If what he did against the Igbos is for national interest, what the Fulani herders are doing in Plateau State is for national interest. Vice versa. God bless you.
Bless you too. Thanks for calling me. Appreciate it. Let's take this call right here. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon. Are you here? Okay, let me take another call very quickly, all right? Nigeria Info, good afternoon to you.
Hello?
Yes, please, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Sheriff.
Yes, please.
Yes, this is Manuel calling for Nigeria. I was the one that said I will call back.
Let's hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Please go on.
Okay, Sheriff. One thing, how do you know that this APC government paid it with it?
No, it's
propaganda.
No, it's not. Wait, it's not hidden. The forex backlog to airliners is not hidden, so you can verify yourself. It's been paid.
Pardon?
Okay, go on and make your point. Go on.
Okay, let me forget about APC because nothing concerns APC. Concern what you call banning of this thing. What about Okada? They say they ban Okada in some local government in Lagos. You see Okada everywhere. Even the policemen that are using Okada to carry passenger. So all those people, honestly, Sheriff, if you guys have a better this thing, let you guys forget about APC government. Thank you very much.
Thank you too for calling. Appreciate it. Nigeria Info, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Sheriff.
Good afternoon to you.
It's Maryann speaking to you from it.
Welcome, Emmanuel.
First off, on the issue of General Yakubu Gowon, on his side, that war was a necessity. You know, people are not blaming Ojukwu, they are only blaming Gowon. Ojukwu was a military governor. Imagine the money used to fight the war, used to develop the eastern region then. We won't be saying this, there should have been another way around, the war. Rather than that war, if you want to blame Gowon, also blame Ojukwu, but on Gowon's side, as the Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, it is his duty, to keep the country united. And then for the issue of waste plastic, in Lagos, Sheriff, to be honest with you, those guys picking those plastic bottles, for recycling, they are doing a very good job.
Yeah.
If people throw those bottles, on the way, rather than in the gutters, those guys will pick those bottles. In my environment, they mop up everything. So I think those guys, government should look around this, in terms of those guys who are picking those waste, those bottles.
Okay.
And then for the issue of
your time is up actually.
Okay,
well, thank you, Emmanuel. Thanks for sharing your thought. Appreciate it. Okay, you got 60 seconds to share your thought with me, Lagos. Good afternoon to you.
Hello, good afternoon, Sheriff.
Welcome.
This is Raymond from Lekki.
Let's talk.
Yes, General Yakubu Gowon retired. Should stop telling Nigerians lies. Should stop telling us what we all know. The history is there and the party is there. If we really mean what you say, by now she's supposed to call for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. This is his 91st birthday. I think it's high time we should stop listening to this retired generals in any of their events, like a birthday like this. Except they want to write a book like General Ibrahim Babangida retired. They should stop telling us what we know. Thank you, Sheriff.
Thank you too for calling. Thank you for calling. Appreciate it. Let's take this call here, then I will take some messages. Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes, please. Let's hear you.
Yes, my name is Joshua calling from VI. Please, I want to ask a question. The money that you just read that has been paid to the airlines, did Nigeria borrow that money from them, or was it the money that they saved, or the money that we were not able to give them in dollars that they paid back? So we want to get that clarity, please.
All right, thank you for your thought. I appreciate it. I don't have that much time to begin to explain that. I need to get through some messages here. Ken Uzoichi said, greetings from here. First of all, I'm so happy that Sanwo-Olu is smart to have gathered those GSC to go and beg Tinubu for forgiveness. If not, this same Obasa that Sanwo-Olu supported his impeachment would have soon do it to him. LOL. That's Ken Uzoichi. Ken, thank you for sharing. I've got another one from Ben. No, Blair Anya says, regarding the ban, it is a welcome development. However, it is in the continued implementation that we'll see the seriousness of government. We have many good policies that are forgotten after a while. That's Blair Anya on our live stream on YouTube. I've got this one here from Chima in Okota. Chima says, Sheriff, I agree, but I am not sure I'm happy as it appears no one challenges this government as they congratulate themselves. Please ask them the percentage increase in cost of living. For example, a car of lowest range that cost 2 million pre-Tinubu now sells for 12 million. That's Chima from Okota Chima, it would have been better if you can be specific as to the kind of car you're referring to, actually. But I do agree that, the price of vehicles now, not even brand new, the Belgium kind of, even Nigerian used cars now, the price have gone up astronomically, yes. But I'm not sure that it jumped from 2 to 12. I'm not sure about that. Okay, what does Nigeria want now? Yakubu Gowon is talking, and some of us are saying he should keep quiet again. Now, wow, that's Oga who sent that in on WhatsApp. Oga, thank you for sharing. I'm going to take this one here. It says, Josh says, if all you reeled out about the benefits of removal of fuel subsidy, then why is that there is so much borrowing under this administration, from 97 trillion to about 143 trillion in just 2 years? That's just asking that. The question will be, what are the monies that are being borrowed being used for? I think that would be a more appropriate question. Why can't NOA tell us what these monies are being used for, the borrowed funds? All right, but thank you, Josh. I appreciate it. I'm going to let David wrap up before I come back to come and put a lead on it. David?
Yeah, if you're a child, if you're a parent, well, you guys should pucker up your ears for this one. If you're looking for a yummy treat today for your child, or if you're just looking to pay your parents back for being good parents, then listen up, because KFC and Mirinda have got just the thing for you. We're talking about the all-new KFC Kiddies Meal, your little one's new favorite combo. One regular serving of crispy yam fries, that's one. Yes, perfectly paired with finger-licking good, delicious helping of pepper sauce. Now, it doesn't stop there. There's going to be another regular pack of the all-famous popcorn chicken. Bite-sized pieces of juicy chicken heaven, and to top it off, a bottle of Mirinda with the new amazing taste for free. Yes, that Mirinda on top is an awoof. It's free. Now, parents, this kiddies meal is the perfect quick grab and go for a busy afternoon, rather. Your school runs, your weekend play dates, whatever it is you have to do that revolves around your children. It's balanced, tasty, and kids absolutely adore it. Yes, keeps them happy and it keeps you moving. Now, the best thing about this is that there is a discount, and guess how much it is? It's 40% across all KFC branches in Nigeria. You go there, get yourself a kiddies meal pack, and you get that discount, 40%. Your little champions can enjoy more and you pay less, even for more. Plus, thanks to Mirinda, every kiddies meal comes with an extra gift, perfect for making today's extra special. So dash to your nearest KFC branch and get yours today. Thank me when you do.
Let's head out for a break. Lagos will be right back afterwards.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
I am Malaria, the king of malaria parasites. My mission is simple: to take over your body, to cause fever, chills, headache. But one thing stays in my way. Come on.
Effective relief from malaria. Comal on. Malaria gone. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult doctor.
Mom's love is pure. Mom's special jollof puts a smile on your face. Mom's yummy fries cheers you up. Mom's tasty stew nourishes the family. Golden Terra oil, tasty. Golden Terra oil, nourishing. Golden Terra oil, Golden Terra soya oil.
Golden Terra oil helps Mom pour her love in the tasty, nourishing meals she cooks for her family. Golden Terra oil, pour pure love.
You've tried calling in, sending messages.
You've wanted to share your thoughts, your opinions, and make your voice heard.
But time always runs out, and you never get the opportunity.
Now you have a chance.
Voice of the People on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Everybody's listening. Voice of the people.
Record yourself expressing your opinion on any issue of concern in 30 seconds.
Speak up, say your piece, raise your concern on Voice of the People.
Send a 30-second video from a quiet place for the best audio.
Send your Voice of the People 30-second video entry on social media at Nigeria Info FM Lagos.
Voice of the People on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk. Nigeria is listening.
How do we make our cooking come alive, oh? For that tasty meal where you like, oh. I mean, you want cook food to impress, oh.
Whether it's jollof or na stew, even for porridge or spaghetti, cook to impress with Pepper Terra.
Did you know?
Did you know?
Did you know?
Did you know? Did you know?
Did you know? Your dose of facts we bet you never knew. Right here on Nigeria Info 99.3.
Did you know that football players spit so much because exercise increases the amount of protein in saliva? When you exercise, the amount of protein secreted into the saliva increases. A protein mucus named MUC5B makes your saliva thicker when you are exercising, which makes it more difficult to swallow, so we tend to spit more. It may occur during exercise because we breathe through our mouths more. MUC5B could activate to stop our mouth from drying out.
Another piece of the puzzle now revealed. Questioning, keep listening. Only on Nigeria Info 99.3.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info. Nigeria Info.
Welcome back to Hard Fact on Nigeria Info 99.3. I've got less than a minute to go. I need to squeeze in some messages before we go and bring you the news. I've got this message on WhatsApp from LMK. LMK says, good afternoon, Quadri. Concerning the business people complaining of inadequate time frame for the ban, it's unfair to say that 18 months isn't enough time. That's 1 year and 6 months, and even the producers should have stopped production. That's from LMK, who dropped that message. I think I can drop this one here from Andersa in Festac. Andersa says, I'm not from the former Biafra, but I've pondered on the Biafra Civil War and analyzed critically what has been happening in Nigeria since then. I now realize that it would have been better for Nigeria and Biafra to go their separate ways. After all, the countries that emerged from the defunct Republic of Yugoslavia are all doing well today. That's Andersa from Festac who dropped that here. Let's go to break, Lagos. After the news, we'll do Checkpoint. Stay with us.
It's not just the news or information.
It is more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram
where
at
madness
Nigeria
seems to be
Info
normalized, it will become madness.
As it happens, 99.3 Nigeria Info.